Hello, everybody.
This is your universal agenda.
We are Katie and Megan of Those Fucking Angels. Man, I feel like I was just telling Megan a little bit I wonder what it would be like if we just stopped doing these. I just had a little existential sputter intellectual moment where I had a moment. But I think that's probably appropriate because this new moon is in Gemini, and that's my moon placement. I'm going through some regenerative qualities. The North Node's in Gemini. I'm about to cover some astrology. This is the universal agenda. So we always like to relate to things personally. Her Mercury's in Gemini. I believe it's at 6 degrees. So it's technically conjunct the sun and moon during this new moon too. So everybody that I know, most people I know have a little bit of Gemini energy, and there's a lot going on in this sign right now, and I'm about to go lay this out, and everybody's feeling a little batshit crazy inside right now. Existential crisis time. So we have Sun and Moon Gemini at 2 degrees. North Node 29 degrees Gemini, Vesta at 24 degrees Gemini. Vesta is a asteroid, and I don't normally cover asteroids, but they're really fun to read about, so I included it because it's important, and it's another heavy energy in Gemini.
Yeah.
So we also have Mercury direct conjunct Venus in Gemini at 20 degrees. That means Mercury and Venus are conjunct, even though Mercury's going direct and Venus is technically going retrograde. They're having a moment where they're like cars. One's backing up and, so that's happening at 20 degrees Gemini. So Venus is also square Neptune in Pisces. So this is really strange territory. This is assessing the ideals that we have, the emotions. We are upgrading our mind-heart connections, our self-talk, facing the truth of where we're at with ourselves and our loved ones.
Okay.
We have no choice but to see how our thoughts turn into things, how we believe our world works, and how it can feel counterintuitive to how we feel our worlds work. Okay, so let me say that again. How we believe our worlds work can feel counterintuitive to how we feel our worlds work. So belief and feeling can feel like two different things right now. And we're having to analyze what we believe and what we feel about what we believe.
Right.
And it's an entirely individual process. I wrote down a bunch of shit. So I'm just trying to mow through it real quick. Because I know some people don't really love how long these are. This is such an individual process, but the effects of how we feel about what we think will be impossible to ignore. We feel into the truth of the stories we tell ourselves and become observant, and are then able to free ourselves of patterns that should be broken, like bad habits, whatever, life choices, stuff like that. Feeling is done with consciousness during this moon. So we're doing it with awareness, like a mindful, emotional connection. We're doing this in a meditative sort of yogic thinking way. We may become self-conscious and be more considered in our communications with others. People who are gifted with telepathic communications with others will become stronger, not just during this moon, but for the next 18 months, because the North Node's in Gemini as well. This moon just starts the momentum increase. If we've become bored with any of the areas of our lives, we will feel strong urges to mix things up and change the vibe. Studying our own motives for thought patterns and beliefs is required for our expansion and personal ascension. And I'm going to read the inside degrees for Gemini 2 degrees. So I always read from Elias Lonsdale. There's a website that has all the inside degrees. me or Megan will read from it. It doesn't really matter. But it says, a large collection of dried leaves, each one bearing an inscription. A neatly compacted little world. Everything fits together splendidly. Each detail is highlighted, mentally known to be right where it belongs. But everything is static. No movement destroys the coherence. You remember it. You remember the way it is supposed to be and reconstitute all good things from the past, while inwardly craving to break through to something new. The familiar mental categories accompany you everywhere. Knowing exactly what is happening is highly valued. 1,000 practical gifts are made easy. Everything works smoothly. The socio-cultural sphere is well served. But underneath, slowly, gradually, you are losing all interest in this pattern and are seeking a way out of it, which in the fullness of time may be there if you can let go of the need to please everybody and make perfect sense and discover the great bulk of your being lying dormant, waiting for the future to dawn, needing relief and release to feel alive again and to know that it is possible to find real satisfaction in living.
Wow.
That's fucking frustrating ass energy, right? So this is like an illumination point by the sun and the moon on the 2nd degree of Gemini, and it's just like, so what we do is we carry on the truth seeking we've been doing since the Scorpio full moon. That was a blood and guts release. We can analyze our inner workings and feel and intuit our deepest truths. Man.
Interesting. Well, to go a little bit more specific, this new moon, right?
Indeed. I know. It's okay. Like, it happens every single time.
This new moon in Gemini is going to be happening at 10:38 a.m. and that's going to be Pacific Standard Time on May 22nd. And I'll just reiterate, it's going to be at 2 degrees. When it comes to hair, May 22nd at 10 a.m. is going to be the most ideal time to cut. If you are wanting to do color, May 22nd at 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. That is an ideal time. And then for removal at 10 a.m. on May 22nd. On the 21st of May, this is a good day to paint, get married, advertise to sell, and ask for a loan.
Did you just kick me?
Yeah, no.
Girl.
Okay, May 22nd, that is a good day to cut firewood, travel for pleasure, write, and kill plant pests.
Use neem oil. That really helps. Or products with neem in it. It's real deal stuff.
May 23rd, that is a good day to dig holes, mow to increase growth of grass, and write. She touched on which was the inside degrees. I'm going to talk about the Sabian symbol.
So you're getting a lot of information here.
For the 2 degrees Gemini, which is Santa Claus furtively filling stockings hanging in front of a fireplace. And the key note for that is a rewarded faith in spiritual blessings.
That sounds so exciting to me. That makes me feel very excited against the blood and guts of this inside degrees.
It kind of just shows you the 2 different ways it could be interpreted.
Gemini can embrace contrast like that and be one and the same.
That is right.
That is right. The Sabian symbols are really cool in the way that they're channeled. I wish I could remember more about who does the channeling and how the story goes, because I've heard it at least once and not very often is it repeated, and I haven't looked it up myself, and that's very lazy of me, but I enjoy looking at the interpretations.
You can look up for all your inside degrees, and for the Sabian symbols you can check out, for your degree of your sun sign, for your degree of your moon sign, and it'll give you a little bit of a idea, like a little bit of a flavor of what your
vibration feels like.
Yeah.
Possibly to others, how people might perceive you. It's like a little symbology, verbal, like a little mythology that you can weave into a way to, like, it's like using another paint palette or something with which to understand the blueprint that you have.
Yeah.
When your soul was brought into this world.
For this reading, I will be using the Ask and It Is Given Oracle deck, and she will be using
our tried and true Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is the first deck that I've ever owned. I use it for pretty much every reading. I got given this as a gift, and that's traditionally how I've been told that decks are meant to be given to you, at least your first deck. And so I gave Megan the same deck that I got as a gift. So I've had it since like 2005, and just learning since then. It's always a process. So here we are. We're about to do the card blessing. Thank you for joining us, and I want to ask if you participate with us. Our YouTube, like, share, subscribe, share it, especially. And get us moving, because like we really need to know you guys are out there. It helps. It helps to want to keep sitting down and taking the time, because we get real busy trying to just live. So it helps to hear back. Anyway, so card blessing. We like to ask that you participate with your deities of choice, your teams on the other side, your spirit guides, your angels that you work with, any ancestors, people that you have had in your family zone or friend of family that like to look out for you on the other side and have your best interest at heart and want to see you grow. We will help happy, healthy, and prosperous. May ours join the reading as well, and that I ask for the spirit of the angels of truth, love, and light, and benevolent darkness, guide our voices and hearts to the right place and remove our ego, so we can deliver the messages that are intended for this moment and exactly what people need to hear for this new moon. And let's hope that we get this done.
Okie guys, this is going to conclude your universal agenda for the new moon in Gemini from us, and we will see you in your reading. Bye.
Bye.